Hello, my dear children. Today in English, we are going to do chapter number 2, that is Aesop's Fables. Now, children, do you know what are fables? Fables are short stories that have a moral or message for us, something to learn and keep in mind as we grow up. Most of the fables have animal characters who think and act just like human beings. It is believed that many of the fables were first told by a wise person called Aesop. Aesop lived hundreds of years ago in a country called Greece. His stories became so popular that people passed them from generation to generation. Many proverbs and sayings that we use today are based on these fables. Now, here is a well known fable, and the name of our fable is short story is The Stag at the Pool. So, let's begin. One day, a beautiful stag came to a pool of clear water. Now, children, what is meant by stag? Stag means a male deer. So, as the stag bent down to drink, he saw his own reflection in the water. So, now the stag was very thirsty, and as he went to drink water from the pool, he saw his own reflection. Reflection means the image of something in a mirror or water. So, as the stag bent down to drink water, he saw himself in the water. He was delighted with what he saw. Instead of drinking water, he kept looking at his own reflection. So, as the stag was about to drink water, he saw himself and he was very delighted. Delighted means happy, feeling of showing great pleasure. So, now the stag was very happy with what he saw. So, instead of drinking water, he kept looking at his own reflection. That is, he kept looking at himself. How handsome I look, he said to himself. How beautiful are these curving antlers. How they add to my beauty. How graceful they look. Now the stag is praising himself, and he found his antlers to be so beautiful. Now, what are antlers? Antlers means horns that grow on the head of a male deer, that is a stag. Then he moved nearer and saw his legs reflected in the pool. He was quite disgusted. Disgusted means feeling strong dislike or disapproval. So, as he moved deep into the pool, he saw his legs, he saw the reflection of his legs, and he was quite unhappy with how his legs looked. Look at my legs. Ugh, they are so ugly, all spindly with small feet. Spindly means very long and thin. So now he is saying to himself that look at my legs, they are so ugly, they are very long and thin. How I wish that nature had given me legs worthy of my stately antlers. Stately means grand. So now the stag is wishing that his legs were as beautiful as his antlers. As he was brooding in his way, the stag heard an arrow going swish across the pool. Now, brooding means thinking sadly for a long time, and swish means to move quickly through the air, making a soft rushing sound. So, as the stag was sad thinking about his feet, he heard an arrow going swish across the pool. With a quick turn, he bounded away. His legs carried him swiftly into the forest. So now, as he heard an arrow, he quickly bounded away. Bounded means he ran away with long steps, leaping forward or upward. And swiftly means moving with great speed. So, as the stag heard the arrow, he quickly ran into the forest. The hunters were hot on his trail, but they were no match for his speed. Soon, the stag left the hunters far behind. Now, hot on his trail means very close to him, about to catch him. So now, as the hunters were so close and as they were about to catch the stag, but the stag ran very fast and their speeds did not match because the stag was very fast. Safe and out of the hunter's reach, the stag slowed down. Suddenly, without realizing it, he walked into a thicket. Now, thicket means a large group of trees, bushes, etc., growing close together. So now the stag had left the hunters far behind. But as he was moving into the forest, he got caught into a thicket. Thicket means a large group of trees. So now the stag was caught into a thicket. There were trees with strong branches growing close together. And alas, the same antlers of which he was so proud got caught in the thick growth. The stag tried to shake himself free, but the more he struggled, the more entangled his antlers got in the branches. Once again, the stag could hear the hunters drawing close and grew afraid. At last, with great difficulty, he managed to free his antlers and bounded away. Now, drawing close means coming near. I realize now that my ugly feet saved my life. I was so proud of these handsome antlers, but they would have been the cause of my death. Very often we dislike the very things that are most useful to us. So now children, finally the stag realized that the antlers that he was so proud of were about to be a reason for his death today, and the legs that he found ugly were the same legs because of which he was alive today. Many a times we do not understand the worth of valuable things. Some things may appear attractive but may not be so valuable. For example, the junk food, it looks very appealing, attractive to the eyes, but is injurious to our health, whereas the simple homemade food may not be that attractive, but is very good for our health. We should always be satisfied with whatever we have. Thank you, children, and have a nice day. Bye.